Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday where we share words of wisdom. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kalia Patton. I pray that your Wednesday is going super duper well. On today, we're gonna run on into our topic for today. Our topic for today is when helping you is hurting me. I think some of us know about this statement because these things have happened to us. It has happened to us. When someone wants our help, and a lot of times when we facing with these types of situations and we offer our hand and lend our hand to help people, they end up hurting us. I have testimonies about that. I do. I have encountered it. I have experienced it. I know what it feels like on that end. You're helping someone, and sometimes it can just be so friendly and it can be so innocent. You go into it blindly because you really don't know what's going on, and so you're doing this out of an obligation. You're doing this out of you're being loyal to this person. You're doing this out of I just want to just offer my hand of help. I just want to do this for this person because I feel like this is a genuine person. I honor this person. I respect this person. I esteem this person, and I want to do for this person. So what I will do is I will help them in any way that I can help this person. How many of you been there? How many of you experienced this? What I'm talking about? It has happened to me. I have had women counterparts and men counterparts. It's no gender. And I will give this one example, and I probably have more of people that I have helped that have hurt me in the process. I have, there's a gentleman that I know who ended up owning his own business, and he wanted me to help him. He was pushing me. He was really pressuring me to go on ahead, sign a contract, and I told him, I said, look, I just really want to just, be still right now. I just want to be at peace. I'm just trying to, gather myself to figure out what I want to do this year. And so kept pressing me, kept telling me how much money he would, how much money I would make, and you don't want to miss this window of opportunity. Come on, clear. Okay, so went on ahead, bit the bullet. I went on ahead, and I said, okay, I love supporting our people. Okay, I love doing for our people. Okay, and so up and coming young black man, and I do, I get it. I do. I really get it. I really wanted to help. I really wanted to be of a service. I really wanted to give of my time and my effort and my practice, everything that I've trained for. I wanted to help, extend my hand to help. When I went in, like I said, blindly, because a lot of times, you look at the what people are telling you in the beginning. You looking at, okay, how this could be lucrative for you, how this can be beneficial for them. And then I went on into this thing. I got stressed out. I had so much stuff going on that was happening. Didn't know that there was some other legal ramifications, and I'm not going to even get into all of that. But long story short, I ended up getting stressed on this job. I ended up having a miscarriage, suffering from a miscarriage. Right after that, he expected me to come back, quickly and come on back to work, and just brushed it off. Then I turned around and ended up going right back out a week or so later due to the fact that I was having issues with my heart. I was having heart issues. And so I went through all of that. I had to stay out another week or so because they had to get my heart down under control because my blood pressure was so high. And so when all that got under control, I went right back into it and ended up developing what you call shingles. I ended up having shingles. And so when I had shingles, it was very serious and intense, the one that I had, because it was going into my eye, and it was threatening to take my eyesight. And so it was serious. I was going to doctor after doctor trying to make sure that I could save my eyes. And God helped me through all that process. But All I'm trying to tell you is this. My intention was to help. That's what I wanted to do. When I walked into this thing, I walked in it blindly, like I said, and all this stuff was going on. And so I was like, oh my God. Little did I know that one decision I made cost me all of those things that happened consecutively. One after the other. It was like hit after hit after hit. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, what has happened? You know, I went in it excited. I went in it passionate about it. And I walked out of that thing like I had so many battle scars, I didn't know what to do with myself. But my helping someone ended up hurting me. Did I get angry? Yes. Did I get frustrated? Yes. Was I at a place where I was harboring some unforgiveness? Yes. I was there because it was so much that was going on at the time. And I literally had to process all this stuff because I put myself in a position. I was vulnerable and like I said, I walked in blindly. I didn't see this. I didn't see it. But you know what? After I went through all of that, my eyes became clearer. I began to discern much deeper than what I had realized before because it was such a rush, it was such a push. And sometimes when people are pushing you to make a decision, when people are pushing you to support them, when people are pushing you and they just, all in your space, just on constantly trying to get you to do something. Sometimes that should be a no. That should be a hard no. And the reason I'm saying that is because you need to give some thought into it. You don't need to be pressured or rushed into making any kinds of decisions because that may cost you something. It cost me something. I've forgiven down the road. I'm still friends with this person. Matter of fact, we are co-workers now because he's no longer in that position, but he's working alongside me. So we're working together. So we collaborate a whole lot. If I didn't forgive, if I didn't have a forgiving heart and forgotten all of that and moved on, I wouldn't have been able to work alongside. You feel what I'm saying? Some things, you just when you go through, you experience what you go through, and then you have to let that stuff go. You gotta let it go. I went through it. This was a seasonal thing. This happened. It hurt. I went through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. I dealt with a whole lot. But you know what? I'm still here. God's still blessing. He's still providing. He's meeting needs. And so you don't hold things because, people are people. People are human. People make mistakes. People don't even know what they're doing. Jesus was on the cross and he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. People don't know what you do, what they're doing to you. People don't know. People don't know how things will affect them when they're in collaboration with you, when they're in connection with you. And so you have to let life play out a lot of times in situations. But when helping someone is hurting you, that don't feel good. It does not feel good because the person that's hurting has some type of feelings that they're harboring inside of them. Some mixed reservations, some animosity, some anger issues, some frustration because they have helped you in such a way that it has hurt them. No one intends to do that. No one intends to go into a situation where helping someone is hurting them. No one intends to do that, but it happens, and it has happened more times than some people can even count because they've been so selfless. They have done so much. They have given so much, given of their time, their money, their efforts, their giftings, their abilities, their things that they have, their vehicles, their possessions. So many people have given so much, but when they have helped people, they have been hurt in the process. We living in an imperfect world, and we dealing with imperfect people. When I come across people, and it's all the time, I come across people and they're not who they say they are. They're not who they're projecting to be. I give them a pass. Why? Because I say people are people. People are human. I give them a pass. I give them a pass because if I hold them to that, then my expectations will be to the point where they can't meet my expectations. I have held high expectations for people who have let me down. I have been let down so many times, so I don't put expectations on people. You know, I I respect people in their positions. I respect them and what they do. But then I also know that little part of humanism that they deal with, that they struggle with on a daily. I don't care how high you are. I don't care how low you are. On any kind of totem pole or spectrum, you have the potential to fail. You have the potential to hurt somebody. You have the potential of being deceptive. You have the potential of doing any and everything. You know, who's to say? You have the potential of having a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Of being not who you say you are, bipolar, going through all kind of issues mentally, uh, things that affect you in your health can cause you to be shifted in your thinking. You know, you can be and project to be someone, and then you turn around and you become someone else. You see it in politics all the time. As soon as they get their position, they turn on you. They're lying. They just told you enough to get the vote, to win your approval of them. And then when they got in the position, they changed. So we dealing with people. We're dealing with people, so we got to give people a pass. Because if we don't give them a pass, boy, we'll be coming out there like Peter with our sword, and we be chopping off everybody. We be cutting up everybody because we like, look, you don't deserve my time. You don't deserve my space. You don't deserve anything. And so you got to guard your heart in this season. You have to guard your mind in this season. You have to be strategic in this season because you can't let your guard down. You let your guard down, the enemy coming for you. He gunning for you, honey. He's gunning for you because he wants you to fail. But God said he wants you to win. So if God wants you to win, then you need to stay on the winning side and be on the winning team. And then you need to consult with God to know what is my next move. What should I do in any situation? We got to pray about everything. we just can't take it for granted. We got to pray about everything, consult the Lord about everything. Everything that look good isn't good. Every opportunity that looks good is not a good opportunity. You can walk in and it looks good, and you walk in and it appears good. A few weeks is good, and then all hell break loose the next week. You see what I'm saying? This stuff happens all the time, and people get the short end of the stick all the time. They pull it out, they think, oh, I got a long stick, and at the end of that stick, something ain't right. And so you got to be able to give some concern, give some thought into partnering with people, connecting with people, dealing with people, allowing people in your space. Being in networking with people. You have to give some thought. You have to give some deep thought and meditation. Because sometimes some associations are just not good. It doesn't mean that it's harmful, but sometimes it's just not good for you. It's not good for you and where you're going and the season that you're in. So you really have to assess some things. You really have to pull away and say, okay, look, let me look at this thing. Because I don't want to get into situations where I'm helping and giving all of my energies to something and I'm being hurt in the process. That's not what I'm trying to do. That is not where I'm trying to go, and I want to be able to not cast my pearls before swine. I don't want to cast my pearls before swine because my pearls are valuable. My nuggets are valuable. The things that I contribute and get, they are valuable. So I don't want to just cast them out there and then I don't get a return. I don't even get an appreciation. I don't even get a pat on the back or some kind of words of encouragement. I don't even get an approval from God because God said, I ain't even tell you to go. Let me tell you something. Some people are saying God said to do something and God didn't even say it. God looking at them like, No, that wasn't me. That was you. No. God didn't tell you to do that. You told you to do that. Let's get it straight. Let's stop lying on God now. God didn't tell you to go there. God didn't tell you to take that job off. God didn't tell you to relocate. You relocated. You went to this new job because guess what? You got tired of the one you were at. You got tired of the place you were at, so you decided you want to leave. And you said God, you put God, you attach God to it. No, God said, I ain't do it. I didn't say that. No, you on your own with that one. Whew, I rest my case. You on your own with that one. No, I didn't tell you to do that. And a lot of people are lying on God, like I said. So you got to know, you got to be for certain. These things that we do on a daily, we making decisions, we're doing things, in excellence. We're trying to be the best that we are. We're trying to be the best version of ourselves. We busting, we grinding, we doing everything, but you got to make sure that you in the right places at the right time, because sometimes it'll land you in a wrong type situation, and we don't want to be there. So you want to be able to help people. You do. You want to be able to help people, but if helping people hurting you, you need to say some things. You need to sit down and say, look, wait a minute, hold on, hold up. Why am I doing this? Why do I keep falling in these traps? There's a reason why. Have you consulted with your Father? Have you assessed the situation? Did you rush into this decision? Did God lead you here? These are questions that you need to ask yourself. Did I give it enough time? Because sometimes, time will show you what you need to do. Sometimes time, if you give it some time. See, when you rush into stuff, a lot of times you rushing into it to fall. You rushing into it to fail. You rushing into it to have something happen, that's not favorable. So if you give it some time, you will see some other stuff unfold, and then you realize, I see where that's going. I'm not going there. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going there. I'm not going to invest over here. I'm not going to support over here. I'm not going to do. No, because I see where this is going now. Time. See what I'm saying? So this is our Wild Wednesday for today, y'all. When helping you is hurting me. None of us want to be hurting ourselves. We want to be able to help. We want to be able to give. We're not living above not getting hurt at some point in our life. But when we having a repeated situation or repeated cases of being hurt time after time after time, we got to reassess some things, because we're not in the business of doing that to ourselves. We're not trying to do that to ourselves. Oh no. So I pray that it was something I said that has encouraged y'all, to assess your life, assess the connections and the people that you're associated with, or you're trying to connect with, things that you're a part of, and learn how to realize, okay, what I can and cannot do, what I will and will not connect myself with, because I'm not in the business of hurting myself. I'm not in the business of that. I'm not trying to make a business out of it. So, God bless you all. I pray that you have an enjoyable rest of the day. I love you. God loves you more. Be encouraged. God is on your side. And we will be back for another Wild Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.